What's up my boys and girls? It's been a while since I've done an investment banking video which has caused some panic among some of you. तो सत्यम सिंह जी ये वीडियो मैं पूरी तरीके से आपको डेडिकेट करना चाहूँगा because after all, wait for it. Based on some of the comments that I receive on my YouTube videos, look, I don't need a PhD in rocket science to be able to decipher the fact that along with being very passionate about finance, most of you are very ambitious as well and would love to work in places like New York or London, which are the epicenters of finance or the finance capitals of the world, instead of having to settle for some sort of satellite office. Am I right? If so, please smash the like button. So in this video, I'm going to tell you about a hack that I don't hear too many people talking about that you can use to carve out a path for yourself from India to a place like New York without needing any degree abroad. But promise me one thing, that if you end up finding this video useful, before you exit the screen, you will have to hit the subscribe button. Deal or no deal? Deal or no deal? Deal or no deal? Deal? That's the fucking spirit. Look, the most obvious way to make the giant leap from India to an investment bank in New York or London is to end up pursuing a bachelor's degree or a master's degree in America or somewhere in the UK and then try and break into the investment bank. And if that's what your plan is, more power to you. But for those of you who don't have that plan or perhaps can't afford to do so, because look, not everyone is as lucky and privileged as I was, there's a different route that you can use. So listen carefully to everything that I have to say. There's a group within the investment banking division at Goldman Sachs called DRG, which stands for Data Resources Group, and I've talked a little bit about this group in this previous video of mine, but I'll talk about it again, after which I'll give you a rough outline of what your strategy should be. So as I mentioned, the Data Resources Group falls within the investment banking division, but instead of being a client-facing group, it's actually a support group. It's a group that provides client-facing investment bankers or relationship investment bankers, as they're known, with industry and deal-related data in the form of numbers, graphs, pie charts, etc. that client-facing investment bankers subsequently use in their pitch books and presentations. These guys are super helpful to relationship bankers, and I used to rely heavily on a lot of the DRG guys who were stationed in the Bangalore office. I'd make my request to them before leaving the office at night, New York time, which was morning or afternoon in India, and then I would have whatever I requested ready for me before I came into the office the following morning. Granted, it's not a client-facing role, but you can clearly tell by virtue of the nature of the work that DRG does that these guys get to liaise with relationship bankers in New York and London. They get to learn about the deal-making business, what kind of problems is a client looking to Goldman Sachs for advice on, what kind of solutions is Goldman Sachs proposing to these clients, etc., etc. So that's a little bit about what DRG does. Now, what you could consider doing is breaking into DRG in the Bangalore office, making a good impression on the relationship bankers in New York, and then gunning for a move from DRG in Bangalore to a client-facing role in New York. I know it won't be easy, and I'm not trying to raise any false hopes, but it has been done in the past. Moving from DRG in Goldman's Salt Lake City office to a client-facing role in the New York office happens a fair bit, but that's still within the same country. I'll give you a real-life example of someone who moved from DRG in the Bangalore office to a client-facing role in the New York office. There's a guy who's currently an associate in Goldman's Industrial Investment Banking Group, which is the group that I had worked in, whose first stint at Goldman was in the DRG group in Goldman's Bangalore office. He spent about a couple of years working for DRG in Bangalore, did some solid work, maintained a proper attitude, and ended up catching the eye of some of the relationship bankers in New York, who then pushed for him to be relocated from Bangalore to the New York office as a relationship banker, and he's now spent a few years in New York and he's an absolute star banker. So you too can seek inspiration from the power of his example and try and do something similar, which is a good segue to what's probably the most important section of this video, which is how do I go about doing something similar. For starters, you should try and break into DRG in Bangalore. Only once you've done that should you actually worry about moving from Bangalore to New York, right? So one step at a time. If you're already in college and Goldman comes to your campus to hire, then that's your best bet. But if that's not the case for you, either because you haven't entered colleges yet, or you've already graduated, or you go to a college where these foreign investment banks do not come to hire, then I suggest setting up informational interviews with some of the folks who are currently working in DRG in the Bangalore office. Now, how do you go about doing that? I talk about this in granular detail in my ebook, but I'll repeat some of the salient points here as well. Start off by doing a thorough search on LinkedIn to find out who these people are. Send each of them a cold email giving a brief background about yourself, and then ask them if they have a few minutes anytime in the near future to speak with you over the phone to provide a bit of guidance to you. After you've sent out those emails, don't expect to hear back from everyone. In fact, most of the people will not reply, but the people who do end up replying, set up calls with them, and during those calls, pick their brains on everything that you should be doing to position yourself in a way that maximizes your chances of breaking into DRG in the Bangalore office. It's an informational interview or a very casual conversation similar to a coffee chat. So this is your chance to seek advice and guidance from an insider who's been there, done that. But in addition to seeking advice and guidance, think of ways in which you can impress the person you're speaking with by telling them a bit about yourself and why is it that you want to break into DRG/IBD. If you've got a solid and compelling why, then insiders will be way more receptive to take a punt on you. And don't just speak with one insider, speak with at least 2 or 3, perhaps even a few more, and end up following whatever guidance they give you. Maybe all of them tell you that you need to do an MBA, but even if that's the case, from a monetary standpoint, you might prefer doing an MBA in India as opposed to doing an MBA abroad. But this is just an arbitrary example. I don't know what they'll tell you. I was never in DRG. But my point here being that carry out whatever it is that they suggest that you do, and while doing so, make sure that you keep in touch with these people, because if they're truly impressed by you and your potential, then that informational interview can lead to a formal interview, and that formal interview can in turn lead to an offer. If you want more details on how you can successfully use this approach, I strongly suggest checking out my ebook, which talks about this in great detail. It's this approach that I'd used to secure a winter internship offer from Goldman in New York, which had then led to a full-time offer from Goldman, and it's the same approach that I'd used to break into ESPN as well during the 2019 Cricket World Cup. And it's the same approach that one of the purchasers of my ebook had used to secure an interview for himself with Goldman's Data Resources Group in Bangalore. This is what the person that I'm talking about sent me yesterday, after which I thought, why not create a video sharing this approach with everyone, because it might work wonders for others as well, just like it worked wonders for this person. Once you've gotten into DRG, it's about doing as good a job as possible, networking with the relationship bankers in New York, being very curious about the work that they do, and overall just creating a favorable impression on them. I won't talk about this step in further detail because I don't want you to get ahead of yourself. Let's take it one step at a time, and currently your focus should be on breaking into DRG in Bangalore as opposed to planning too far ahead. To conclude, I'll say that there is more than one way to skin a cat, so you don't necessarily have to follow this approach that I talked about, but I just thought about sharing it with you because I don't hear it talked about too often. But assess for yourself if you think doing what I talked about makes sense for you, and if you think it does, go for it. You have my blessing. Also, before I let you go, I earnestly request the people watching this video to please give their thoughts on everything that I talked about. Do you personally know people who've used this approach or a similar one? Did it work for them? Did it not? What feedback did they have, etc., etc.? Any information that you might have that you think might be useful for this community, please do share with us in the comment section. And remember your promise to me at the start of the video. If you found this video to be valuable, do hit the subscribe button. The subscribe button is one of the few things that actually doesn't mind being hit. In fact, if you prefer smashing it instead of hitting it, you might make it even happier. The kinkier, the better. Cheers.